Kyoto received approximately 6.2 million overseas visitors in 2011. That number jumped to 31 million by 2018. It's set to jump even higher since Japan opened back up to tourists in 2022. Keep watching to learn about the best things to do in Kyoto, Japan. Philosopher's Path. This quiet path is 1.2 miles long. It connects two of Kyoto's best temples, Nanzenji and Ginkaku-ji. You'll find a range of local wonders in the quiet neighborhood it goes along. Stop by the boutiques, ceramicists, and cafes. Eat at Monk if you get hungry. It's also a wonderful place to see the cherry blossoms. Nasenji Temple. This temple complex will wow you from the minute you walk in with its Sanman entrance gate. It also has a brick aqueduct from the Meiji period. The temple is named after its Nanzenji Okonu shrine sitting behind a small waterfall. You can pay a little extra if you want to enter the sub-temples. Tenjuan is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and costs 500 yen. Honen-in Temple. The Honen-in Temple is found just off the Philosopher's Path. It's full of tranquil, mossy gardens and ponds. It also has rotating art exhibits in its pavilions. This gives visitors plenty to enjoy, depending on the season and a reason to come back. Kinkaku-ji Temple. This is one of the most interesting temple experiences you can have in Kyoto, and it's one of the most photographed. It was the retirement villa of a shogun until he died in 1408. Its top 2 floors are covered in gold that reflects off its pond. It's also full of vendors, and you can even buy soft-serve ice cream topped with edible gold leaf. The gardens are also worth visiting. You can even get a fortune from a vending machine. The entry fee is 400 yen, and it's open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Ginkaku-ji Temple. Kinkaku-ji is the golden pavilion, but this is the silver pavilion. It's not covered in silver leaf, but it is a beautiful spot. It has a zen garden and a moss garden, and it's all reflected in an immaculate pond. Go to the top of the hill to get the best view. The entry fee is 500 yen, and it's open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Fushimi Inari Shrine. The beautiful gates of this temple lead up the mountains. You'll need to finish a 2-hour hike to reach the top, but it's worth the effort. There are fox statues around the gates because they're seen as messengers. If you want more of these cute animals, go to the Zao Fox Park. The shrine is free to enter and open all day. Try to get in early to avoid crowds, but it's also lovely at night. Kiyomizu-dera Temple. This impressive spot was founded in 778 AD. Its wooden main hall was built without the use of any nails. It has an impressive statue of Kannon, the goddess of mercy. It isn't a single temple, but a complex of buildings. They include its entrance gate and a 3-story pagoda. You can even enter into darkness and make a wish at the Tainai Meguri if you're brave enough. There's a 400 yen entrance fee. Nijo Castle. This is one of the 17 historic monuments of ancient Kyoto and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Don't leave it off your itinerary if you want to learn about the history of Japan. Nishiki Market. This market is found along a narrow street, but it has all the cooking ingredients you could need. Expect pickled vegetables, fish, tofu, sweets, and more. You can even get a few free samples. Go to Aritsugu if you aren't satisfied with typical souvenirs. You'll get the chance to pick out a handmade knife and have it engraved with a word or phrase. Kaanami-Tsuji. This is another great place to shop in Kyoto. It offers unique coil goods that are perfect as gifts or to keep for yourself. Ichiran. If you're tired after a day of sightseeing and would rather eat alone, this is the place to go. You'll get a ticket from a vending machine and a seat in a secluded area. You'll order your ramen, and when it's done, it appears from behind a curtain. Take a bite in complete silence and serenity. Kaiseki dinner at Mitzuki. The Ritz-Carlton in Kyoto has a special restaurant that offers a traditional Kaiseki-style meal. It's made up of multiple courses of small dishes. Along with Ichiran, it's one of the best ways to eat. Pair it with sake to make it even better. Shojin Ryori. This is arguably the most traditional way to eat in Kyoto, and it's all vegetarian. You'll sample tofu, vegetables, rice, and a few unusual ingredients. Go to the Tenryuji Temple to eat on the floor in a large tatami mat room near the gardens. Guerin Fugu. Visiting Japan's #1 puffer fish restaurant is one of the best things to do in Kyoto if you want a more adventurous dining experience. Fugu can be poisonous if prepared incorrectly, but the chefs here know what they're doing. They offer it as sashimi, fried, or in porridge. Weekender's Coffee. This is only one of Kyoto's many wonderful coffee shops, but it's one of the best. It's an actual house, and that gives it a cozy feeling. Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. The sound of rustling bamboo stalks is part of the soundscape of Japan. You can't miss this grove in the heart of Arashiyama. Tourists know this is one of the best things to do in the area, and that has made it more crowded than it used to be. It may not be as peaceful, but it's still worth visiting. Try going to the Tenryuji Zen Temple and its Shigetsu restaurant. Go to the Okochi Sanso Villa, where actor Okochi Denjiro used to live. The bamboo grove is also close to the Tenryuji Temple. It's one of the best places to visit next when you get out. Kyoto Tower. This tower sits 100 meters above the city. Its observation tower provides spectacular views, and you can use its telescopes if you want to get a closer look. It also has more to offer with a spa and hotel. Tea ceremonies. The tea ceremony that's become a staple of Japanese culture originated in Kyoto. Ippodo tea has been in Kyoto for almost 300 years. You can take their brews home as a souvenir or sample them in the tea room. You can even take part in a traditional ceremony yourself in Kanazawa or at the Golden Temple while wearing a kimono. Kamo River. This river runs through the city and is lined with cherry blossoms in the spring. It's filled with locals who run, walk, or bike along its banks. Go to the Sanjo Bridge in the summer to see bands play. Takase River. This river runs parallel to Kamo. It was once a transport route for rice and sake, and you can see replicas of the traditional flat-bottom boats. It's another beautiful area during cherry blossom season. There are plenty of cafes and restaurants to visit alongside it. Kyoto Botanical Gardens. Visiting here is one of the best things to do in Kyoto if you want a quick but impactful look at its natural beauty. You'll see plants from a range of climates as well as a pond full of turtles and carp. There's a 200 yen entry fee, and you'll have to pay an extra 200 to enter the conservatory. Geisha Dances. Geisha are beautiful female performers who dance in elaborate outfits. Watch them perform a Maiko dance year-round at the Maiko Theater. Have dinner and a show at the Gion Hatanak Ryokan. You can take pictures there, which you can't do during annual dances, such as the Higashiyama Hanatoro Festival in March. Kyoto International Manga Museum. Manga is the name for Japanese-made comics. They've become a popular pastime around the world, and the Kyoto International Manga Museum honors them. There's a small exhibit honoring their role in Japanese culture, but the rest is full of memorable manga. There are over 300,000 volumes. Most are in Japanese, but they have other translations. They're available to read, making it a peaceful place that's more like a library. The entry fee is 800 yen. Arashiyama Rickshaw Tours. Seeing all of the best things to do in Kyoto can be exhausting, so chart a special cart known as a rickshaw if you get tired. One of the best places to start is Arashiyama. A 30-minute tour can take you along the bamboo path, Rakushisha's poet hut, and one of the city's many shrines. You can add in a temple with a 1-hour tour or 2 more temples and gardens for a 2-hour tour. Sagano Romantic Train Route. This is another of the best ways to travel around Kyoto. It's a 25-minute train route from Kameko Station to Saga Station. It's a perfect way to enjoy cherry blossom season, green summers, or any time of year. It's not included in the JR Pass, so you'll need to buy a separate ticket. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever been to Kyoto? If so, did we miss any of your favorites? And if not, do you think you'll ever get there? Let us know in the comments section below.